And it's awesome to see all of the content creators that have made it here, and I think that on behalf of all of the YouTube content creators here, we want to say thank you for having us here at this event, giving us the opportunity to share what we do on YouTube with fish keeping, and we just appreciate the opportunity to be here. So the whole reason why I'm doing this Blackwater Scape is 2017 I went to Peru, southern Peru, to collect fish out of the wild. I was there with Michael Barber from Go Wild Peru, Dean Tweedo, Corey McElroy from Aquarium Co-op, Dwayne Kitchell, and some other breeders and whatnot. And I went there hoping to find, I love plants besides the fish, and I was thinking I'm going to find some really cool aquatic plants that I can sneak back in my luggage maybe and add to my collection of aquatic plant livestock. And when I got there were no plants. And I was a little bummed, but at the same time I was very intrigued. It was very interesting to see these biotopes that are pretty much leaf litter, sticks, twigs, and most of the fish in those areas are just hiding within that leaf litter and hiding, just living off of that leaf litter. So when I came back to the United States, after seeing all those biotopes, living in snorkel gear, did I lose it? Oh, it's funny that here. But, getting under the water with snorkel gear and filming it with GoPros and stuff, I came back and half of my footage, I couldn't even see 2 feet in front of me. The water was so turbid, the tannin. But still, I was so intrigued because I had collected these fish and brought them back. And I wanted to create biotopes that would help get them to breed. I wanted to, I didn't want to take anything out of the wild I wasn't going to breed. So my goal when I came back was I'm going to make some beautiful blackwater aquascapes that are going to trigger these fish to breed for me. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to show you a true blackwater biotope from the Amazon, and just how beautiful a tank can look without a single plant in it. So I have Amber from Big City Bait here with me as well, my partner in crime and life, and she works with wild betta fish. She's actually a species ambassador for wild betta fish in North America, and she loves blackwater too because betta fish like blackwater. So we definitely get along in that regard, and we love our blackwater scape. So we're going to do this together. We're going to start with the substrate, and she's got this awesome technique where we're laying down substrate and combining different gravels and whatnot, and I'm going to let her kind of show you her magic with that.
So, I don't know if this mic is actually on. Is it? Yeah, I'm obviously not good at this. Sorry, y'all. What I do for my substrates, because I like to have a more natural mix, I don't like to have one type of sand, I don't like to have one type of gravel. I find that having an actual, natural looking, like he was saying, biotope promotes breeding, and a lot of bottom feeders, like Corys and Citrus, and the like, really prefer a mix. So for my sands, it is pre-mixed, but it's 2 different types of sand, as well as a few different types of stone. And I don't know if you can see the actual different breeds of it. You want to put them to me? But, I think it looks pretty natural. And with sand, when you're doing this type of tank, because you're not going to have plants to remove nitrates, ammonia, things like that, you're going to want to do a bit of a deeper sand bed to promote a better cycle and a stronger nitrobacteria colony, because cycles are important. Yeah. So yeah, that's how I start. I just do a base sand mix, different grades, and then I actually like to mix in different stones because I think it looks cool. When you're aquascaping, typically, or just when you're forming any type of biotope, if you're going to have a large piece of wood or something, you're going to want to bank the substrate up towards that area, which we're using a rather large piece of blackwood. And when you're working with blackwater, you also want to leave an area at the bottom a little bit exposed without leaves or, too much going on, because that can be an area where you feed your fish. You're not losing all the food in there. And with the gravel, as I said, you're going to put the large, centerpiece, so to speak, or, full piece of wood. I don't necessarily want to fill the whole thing, kind of scatter it out. Some of this medium one. And also I find the variation in color on the bottom makes the fish seem more at home. It's not like they're standing out against one solid bottom. Some bigger ones, just random gravels and stones and things like that. Techo, PetSmart, And then I'll actually take some of the sand, and sprinkle it over, so it looks natural. And that's about it.
Like magic.
Not actually that hard. But I
Okay.
think it looks very cool, and a lot of people would say you're spending more money on like gravel, sand, substrate. Not really, because I'm still using 20 pounds of sand, whether I'm mixing 4 times, 5 times, 2 times, still so you know what I'm
So, yeah.
And also another thing I want to point out, he did leave this topping up to me. Being that it's a South American scape, I picked a pair of Apistos and a group of tetras that we actually got from Batfish Claws in the back. Because we're doing a pair of Apistos, we needed a cage, something for them to hide in.
Some dither as well.
I'll wedge it in, and then what?
I did that domestic, yeah. You can put it back if you
I
want.
don't. It's not going to bother me.
Alright, so I have a massive collection of dried botanicals. I live in the Virgin Islands, U.S. Virgin Islands in the Caribbean, luckily for the last 20 years. So I have the opportunity to get West Indian almond leaves, catappa leaves, banana, all kinds of date palm, banana palm, coconut palm. So I take advantage of all of those tropical dried botanicals. I sterilize them, obviously. I like to boil for about an hour or so. A low boil, I can get like 150 degrees for at least 45 minutes to sterilize. A lot of people just throw stuff right in the tank, but I've had a lot of bad experiences with just different water funguses and stuff. They're just going to they might not be totally detrimental to your fish, but they're going to make things take longer to kind of balance out the cycle in the tank and let those things finally die off for those water funguses. So just to speed things up, I like to sterilize it really good. I don't want to take out all the tannins, but there's so many tannins and things like dried, like almond leaves that you're not going to lose everything. Yeah, you might pull some of them out by boiling for half an hour, but there's so many more tannins left. I just want to explain just some of the benefits of tannin. Well, of using the botanicals. For me, I think one good thing about using botanicals in an aquarium is when you don't have plants, those dried botanicals, these leaves kind of act as they're a surface area for beneficial bacteria. So they replace other bacteria that would create the balance. So there is a balance in this aquarium, and there's all kinds of beneficial bacteria, infusorium, that fish fry are going to live off, honestly. And some of these fish, like Orlowellas and other kinds of catfish, will actually consume the leaf litter. Food for them. So, let's see, I got the crazy stuff. We're going to put some of the bigger stuff first.
But like Joseph was mentioning, tannins in water also have many other benefits. Many people will liken tannins in the water to a lowering of the pH. That's actually not the case. The lowering of the pH is caused by this organic matter breaking down, decomposing, and over time making the water more alkaline.
It's not going to happen overnight. People think it's a magic trick just because all of a sudden you got tea water overnight that your water is all of a sudden 6.0 or 5.5. It's not a magic trick. You got to let it break down slowly, and in time pH will drop.
But if you use it right, you can actually get your pH insanely low. As Joseph said, I work with wild salmon. I sometimes some species that are being kept at 3.0, which is absolutely absurd, and I'm able to maintain that through organic botanicals working through water everywhere.
Okay, now we're going to have fun. Now it's going to get messy, and we're going to have some fun.
And as Joseph wanted me to point out, the benefits of tannins go beyond pH. I mean, they're antimicrobial and bacterial, so it causes a lot of little organics and living organisms in your tank that would normally reside in the water. They can't live. Velvet, it often can't live in low pH, and many external parasites. It has healing properties. Stuff. I mean, I think across the board, with the exception of the majority of African cichlids, pretty much everything is in. And what it's doing right now is
What I like to do here is when it comes to starting out the layers, I like to treat it like she does with the stone. She's incorporating different sized pebbles to make it look more natural. And it's not just for aesthetic reasons, but I like to clear up the first bit of leaves and get a little bit of a denser substrate layer, as if this is biodegrading over time. And you've got this smaller stuff at the bottom and slowly getting bigger pieces of leaf litter, and the new leaves are just fell from the trees. So I start out with lots of little small, rich corn pieces. And kind of fill it in where the area that's going to be mostly leaf litter. And then after that, I'll go on to bigger pieces and move on to, I have West Indian almond leaf, I have banana, there'll be a banana in here as well. Those are my two main large leaves that I work with, and I have access to them a lot. Is the West Indian almond leaf, the tapa leaf, very popular in the world of shrimp keeping, and then it's also very popular is banana leaf. And I'll be honest, the banana leaf lasts a lot longer in an aquarium than the West Indian almond leaf. It breaks down very quickly if everyone's ever used them, especially if you have the shrimp. The shrimp are going to clear them up and eat them up very quickly. But banana leaf, if you're looking to keep the leaves around for a while and you want that surface area, I recommend getting some banana leaf as well. It'll last 3 times as long as the aquarium.
And I think it's worth noting, a lot of people in the U.S. also put some mechanicals, oak leaves, mulberries, really anything that's not an evergreen offer, because those are going to have a lot of different oils in them that could kill your fish if not treated or change your water quality. You don't have to buy them online, but you definitely want to process them properly and boil them to prevent any nasty stuff from popping up in the tank.
Now with certain species as well, she works a lot with wild betta fish, and even with these apistogrammas. You can have a piece of wood like this for dither, but in a lot of cases, a lot of these species, they're living in a puddle in the middle of the jungle, literally like 3 inches, 4 inches of water maybe, killifish or wild betta fish. And these leaves themselves act as dither. The fish can hide underneath these leaves and get away from the male or the female and get a chance to rest. The leaves themselves is a great place for your fish to hide out, safety.
Actually, in breeding my wild betta, one of the mainstays of a breeding tank is a pile of botanicals, because the female's being threatened, she can just slip in there and disappear. It's one of the most natural behaviors for these fish, so it's important to try to replicate that in the tank. I think we're both very passionate about this because we've gotten a lot of
good results.
With some fairly uncommon tricky to breed fish, so it's worth it.
It just makes common sense to me that if I'm going to take something out of the wild, if I do everything I can to recreate that biotope, most cases you're going to trigger them to reproduce, to spawn, or whatnot. So when I was there were 2 things that I wanted. I wanted some plants, so that'd be cool, add some plants to my collection. And then I wanted this nano blue tetra, Pitotarex pandopotensis. It's very rare and deep in the hobby anyway. As far as I know, I'm the only person in North America breeding it right now. I came back in the end with 16 after quarantine and DOAs. I had 16 out of 20. They got to me from Michael Barber, big into catfish, my student, catfish convention. He put them in his luggage and brought them back for me. It was really nice. I collected some, but I needed something happened to the one who didn't make it. So he brought me some more back, and that was the only fish that I wanted. And of course, I created a tank like this for them. And within 2 weeks in my house, I had fry. I have colony breeding, nanotetras, colony breeding. I'm up to 5 aquariums now, and they're still colony breeding. But I do believe that creating the right biotope, recreating where they came from in nature, made all the difference, and making that possible. I don't think I'd have the same results trying to put them in a bare bottom tank, over some gravel or some eco-complete or something.
Well, I think that's the thing too, not only are the goals working for blackwater species, they're mostly wild caught. When you take anything from the wild, you want to replicate where it comes from, because it's fresh first of all, and you took it from one area and then you're putting it in this tiny flat box where it feels completely open, completely exposed. Chances are if you put it to the bottom, it's just not a good set of bare bottom for most wild caught fish. It's kind of ideal to replicate where they come from.
Here comes the fun stuff for me. It's getting into the bigger stuff. It kind of can build up your skate, make it much higher and larger. It also acts as dither. I mean, you get some big sticks like this and twigs like this in there, and you just have to swim around it. I'm just running through it, so it kind of gives some cover and fish can get away from another fish and stuff. Now this is from a date palm from the Caribbean. I like it because all these long, spindly little twigs coming off of it. These are actually coconut. You can find these online. I know that my aquarium box has these available. And this comes from a coconut palm. So I like these in there. I don't know if you want to help me put these in there. Our plan here is to make this more of the leaf litter area. Keep this open, a little bit of sand open here, and then the hang on the back will go here. I do recommend some kind of a heavier filtration, maybe hang on the back when you're working with a heavily black water tank with lots of foam, because that hang on the back will help to polish the water a little bit more.
And I think it's also worth pointing out that carbon will over time remove tannins, so if you're working with an HIP, you might want to take the carbon out and replace it with like polystone. Tannins in your tank for a lot longer. Alternatively, if you have unwanted tannins, pop some carbon in and just start them in a few days.
So my goal is to kind of have this room. What I like to do is keep an area clear. I like to feed my fish. I have some like bumblebee catfish, and they don't come out of the leaf litter unless I put food down. So that's like my little arena. I'll put the food down in the sandy area, and I get my bumblebee catfish to come out and kind of eat and graze, and then I get to kind of see it. The only time I ever see my catfish.
I often do that with my mom, but it's too much. Chances are she feeds them in the same spot every single time, so they go to and they eat. They're like, oh, cool. And it makes it that much easier to kind of spot feed and not eat a bunch of stuff. Especially if you know that scavengers or snails take your organics and stuff. So
after getting like a denser bed of torn up leaf litter and get a little bit kind of structure down, then I'll go back with like half leaves and full leaves and just a little bit on top to kind of finish it off and make it look natural. Because the places that I was at in Peru, we were literally sinking 3 feet in leaf litter in the creek. We were getting stuck in leaf litter, and we get out of there and we're pulling leaves out of our boots and mud out of our boots. Pretty much sand, mud, and leaf litter. And then if you go to like Orinoco, you go up northern Peru, pretty much just wading through mud the whole time while you're catching fish. I have to say I prefer the mountains better. A little bit clearer water, a lot less mud. Okay, this is my favorite thing to put in a black water tank, to actually get a hold of a nice, full piece of palm frond. And just, my goal is to just put this in back, and it's kind of like the background of the tank.
With another thing to note, when you're working with shy, wild caught, or just skittish fish, painting the back black, you can see poster board to it, but if you paint it from the paint to the side, that makes it feel a lot more secure. In many countries, at least the Netherlands, which is actually a law that you must have one side of your aquarium painted in order for the fish to feel safe, because then they're not like out in the open. And I mean, if you really think about what you must see every time we're like, are you doing okay, little buddy? What you doing there? Like, it's scary. So I know if I just got into a new environment, new stuff going on, I would want like a solid spot to just show you. But I'm also not sure.
I don't know what this was, but I was walking down the street before I left the other day, and I saw it, and I was like, I want to add that to it, so that's thank God.
Life on an island in the Caribbean, you get a lot of botanicals.
Now, at the bottom of this bucket is all the goodies. You go to places like Cannon Aquatics or my aquarium box, and you look at their botanicals. There's all kinds of cool little seed pods. You've got the classic, you've got the alder cone, you've got the Catarina cone, birch cone. This comes from a banana tree, from the flowering part of the banana. And all this stuff I kind of saved more so for the last. It's like the icing on the cake, just to have a little bit of these seed pods around. Now for the shrimp, they're going to consume all this stuff. You have to stand up straight. The microphone action. Yeah, it's more of an added touch I think the leaf litter is the most important. I'll be completely honest. I feel like everything else is extra and more for look or for dither. The most important thing for me at home, when it comes to breeding, all I focus on is I do almond leaves and banana leaves. I rip them up, and about every 2 weeks or so, I boil a pot of about 50 almond leaves, and I go through all my tanks, and I just have a big bowl of almond leaves, and I'm tearing them up, and you get some, everybody gets some almond leaves. And that's pretty much what I do about every 2 weeks.
The luxury of not having to order it online and pay away your entire season. The amount of chemicals I go through per month, and then you also back in.
Alright, are we gonna do water? Yeah.
So to fill the tank, a lot of people have a lot of different methods. My tried and true, because I work with a ton of sand and I'm a very impatient lady who doesn't want to work with those things. Just take the composting size and I'll put it in like the long ways and the short part of the aquarium, if that makes sense. You might go like sit on the side going up, push it up against the glass, and then it's just a matter of like using the direct flow of your hand and it'll pretty tight.
Now, one thing that people will say, and I get a lot of like naysayers or haters maybe when it comes to black water, because everybody wants to complain and their biggest issue is the mold. And some people I know that the mold is bad, it's horrible, it's the worst thing. But I work a lot with a microscope at home, and I take it seriously, and I sit down there, I literally take up culture samples from my tank and pull up some of the mold, put it on a slide, and look at it. And there's nothing nasty in there. There's all kinds of paramecium and different types of microorganisms. And if you're trying to breed fish, you're trying to spawn some kind of neon, like a tetra, a small nanotetra, a leaf litter tank is probably the best thing. Take a group of them in there, or maybe like 2 or 3, a pair. Take a pair of them, and you put them into that leaf litter tank, let them breed, let them spawn in there, pull the parents out, and then when the fry hatch, they're going to live off of all of the microorganisms that are living on that leaf litter. That's their food. Their first food is going to be all of that beneficial bacteria and microorganisms on that leaf litter. It's one of the best ways, I think, to actually try to breed and be successful with a fry, with a very true nano fish.
So one thing I'm doing, the temperature checking should be between everyone. That's 4 minutes to go. Yeah, I'm just going to stand here filling it. As you guys saw a minute ago, and I didn't want to interrupt you, always make sure you know the pressure of the hose you're working with before you spray yourself in the stadium. Doing a demo.
So now I boil these, like I said, for about an hour or so at home, and then I just kind of put them on a paper towel, get some of the water off, I bag them up and brought them here. So all of this stuff is already sterilized. I soaked it overnight in here to make sure that it was going to sink. So a couple of these things might float, but within about 24 to 48 hours, most of the panicles are going to eventually completely hydrate, get enough water weight to sink to the bottom. I do have to say, a lot of the bigger phones you'll see, like at Cannon Aquatics and other places that sell drive botanicals, some of these bigger sea pods, we were just thinking about an idea to probably a pressure cooker. Some of these pods are just going to take months and months to finally hydrate. There's so much air inside of them. They got such a shell on the outside of these steam pods. So I was just talking about that's probably a good way to get things. If they're not really sinking, really having a hard time with them, put them in a pressure cooker. Even if it's going to sterilize it, and it's going to really saturate that piece of wood or those botanicals and that stuff.
It's starting to come out 80. They need to turn it down. I don't know who turned this up. You see it? Yeah, they need to turn it down now.
Well, it's still 75 over here.
I'm going to take the person who's very concerned about fish, and they're likely coming out like 86 now. Hit it.
76.
I'm very suspicious of this. Also, thank you to the impromptu volunteers, that lovely gentleman who helped me figure that mess out, and Haley from Oswald Aquatics for being Haley. Yeah, it's coming out hot on my hand. And the water's cloudy coming out of the tap because that's the water that, oh, no, it's not mixing. Not. As you're saying, sometimes you want to push pressure for these things, being that it's blackwood and the fine animals always want to think.
I have many uses for something.
Everything. Well, we boiled it and smoked it, but it's floating because we didn't use it long enough.
Doesn't matter how long it is. You can leave it soaking outside for a month, take it in, you're ready to skate. Best laid plans. 78,
Oh, there we go. Oh, no, now it's not again. This kitchen's fun.
We only got 2 more inches to go. It can't be that bad. 80, 78, 86, 77. Oh, he's gonna die. Stay tuned, folks. Okay.
And now it's freezing cold.
Well, that's good. We need to cut
Somebody's
down
playing back there.
We need to cut down 4 degrees.
No, and now it's 40.
Is it 83 over there? 79 over here.
Now add the fish to that tank until it cools down. Well, this is part of the fun of doing a live demo on Black Rock. In a hotel kitchen.
We're 81. Welcome back to the Down Athletic Show, where I'm going to make some bad jokes and make a fool of myself. What's up? We're actually going to get the temperature the same appropriate for these fishes.
No, sorry about that, guys. My orientation was locked.
Now we can see that that piece of wood, no matter what we did to it, is floating a little bit. That, I would put that in the pressure cooker. That piece of wood, if you give it about 20 minutes in the pressure cooker, it's probably the same.
And this is one.
Now, are there things you shouldn't put in the pressure cooker?
Yeah, I'm trying to temperature match to the bag, and it's not going to happen with this kitchen.
Like rocks or something?
I wouldn't put that in the rock.
Yeah.
No hard to get the rock.
How high can the pistol go?
I'm not shopping yet.
Well, Jacob, I ate my pizza, so I don't think you're going to get it.
That's
You know how much power this is?
still warm.
I think these fish are gonna get out of the way.
You already have one of those.
My guess is they've got a fish nerd that cares that much about a fish, they're gonna put that good fish in your tank when they ready, right? But it's a pretty tank, isn't it? You're welcome, I love you.
Now it's full. Just film it. Yeah, and that's one of the things too when you're filling a new tank that maybe you're using recycled material to drop in some 10-edge of fish. Temperature matching is like the most important thing. I don't drip acclimate. I find it more stressful on the livestock. And then you just kind of slowly pull the bag out. And you don't mess up all the sand, which is nice, especially when you put some type of planted substrate underneath. If you're adding sand, you would probably want to do like a stratum or a eco seed underneath, something that gives it fertilizer. Yeah.
All right, just so you know, when they're done, we are gonna go do a walk around of all the vendors and everything. So,
I think we're both trying to just figure out what to do at this point. I'd like that advice is to let it be, if it wants to float, let it float. True. And actually with that cold water, I mean, this probably feels like it's supposed to fix, but I don't know. Oh, actually, that cold water brought it to within a couple degrees of what they're at. Yeah, we're like 1.5. This is the best fish swim tool you can have. It's $15 on Amazon. Digital read thermometers. I don't even put normal thermometers in my tank anymore. I just go around like once a day and check everyone. It's lifesaver.
Don't buy them locally because they sell them for like $50 a piece if you buy it locally in some places. You go to like a food, like a restaurant, supply store, something like that, they're gonna charge you $50, $60 for it. They're $9, $5 to $9 on Amazon. Like I said, normally I usually don't use a lot of hang on the back, but when it comes to either fish that have, like, eat a lot of raw meat, and you really kind of want to, almost like, you want to polish that water, or tanks that are heavily black water tanks have a lot of mold, you really do want to have something to polish the water a little bit more than you want to go to. And the hang on the back, one little hang on the back is going to help a lot.
Yeah, I'm just checking the water right now to make sure all the spots in the tank actually got mixed.
Water.
Hot water. It's running. Here we go. Yay. Yeah, I don't know how HOVs work. I'll be honest, I don't run many filters in my fish room. If any. Adding here, because these are South American fish, they're going to want to be somewhere between 76 and pitches can go a little bit higher.
Okay, so the size of this big log that's floating, I think it's gonna look pretty good. Obviously, tannins take time. By the next day, this water, honestly, with the amount of leaf litter that's in here, by the next day, the tannins in here are gonna be so strong, it's gonna look like tea or coffee. Almost a little too strong. I like to go heavy on my leaf litter because I have access to it, and I like the benefits of it. I know most people in the States are paying like almost $1 a piece for an almond leaf, which is really unfortunate, but that's just how it goes. But there's also other alternatives. You can obviously buy an extract to add to kind of build up your cannons a little bit. It doesn't all have to come from actual raw botanicals.
But like I pointed out before, if you add the extract, you're not going to get any changes to pH really. Not even female pesto right now because water temperature. Whoop, there she goes. And she's likely going to shoot into the leaves and disappear, which is exactly what a fish wants to do. A fish you can't see is usually a pretty happy fish. Then I'm adding a male.
What species of a pisto?
Vaquita, I believe is how it's pronounced. And he's going. And then, as I stated, I have some longfin Ceratopsis tetras from Fat Fish Aquatics. For the people that are here, I have their business cards from right here. They're directly in the back. Very nice people, very accommodating. Good stock. Can't really complain about that. I checked the sector, match. Oh, see. Well, my hair is bad hair.
I'm a little worried about this tape. I don't think it's straight. It's wobble on this.
They're using some of pistos Zen, and they're using some tetras.
Now you see all the bubbles, that's just obviously this water is heavily oxygenated with all the tanks here today. This kind of looks like water, just the oxygen get out of the water there. That's part of some of the things that are floating in here. They're only really floating because there's so many bubbles of oxygen stuck to these botanicals and it's making them float to the surface. If this was just being poured in, this water didn't have a bunch, wasn't heavily oxygenated like to have a hose, it would, half of this stuff wouldn't be looking like we have hydrogen peroxide in the water right now. You got the pisto?
Pistos are added. I'm adding the tetras that refuse to go into the net out of the bag. Oh my god. He's free. And that is on. And they don't even look stressed out. They're not happy. But their color's good. They all kind of clump together. That's what you want to see when you add goldfish to things. We're very concerned about the table and my enthusiasm for the fish and how it affects the table.
Yeah, it's unfortunate about that log because it kind of brought up some of the other, these stems and stuff, these sticks. If I would have flipped them around, they probably would have been.
Perfectionists, they don't, it's not the way they want it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I want that one. No, we can put it back in there.
And that's about it, I'd say.
That's a little bit better.
What do we think of that?
Sure.
How do we feel about this change, you guys?
All right, stay tuned. I'm going to flip the camera around, and then we'll take a walk through the show.
Yeah, we're literally about to get into our
This is what happens when people date.
I think one of our different things is that we've done. The light is not included because that was a separate purchase. But the rest of the tank, and that includes the paramethicum and the full tetra.
Oh, Joseph's very worried about the tail. It's very possible the table could collapse. Just so you know, this is not an appropriate stand for a 20-gallon tank.
And we're deciding all these to do something,
Do what you say, not as we do. Okay, so we're going to put an auction form up just like we have with that. And you can sign up on there, silent auction, mid-high, mid-auction.
And,
I'm not sure what that is going to go to. It'll either go to the club or to Ohio Fish
But for those who aren't aware, the tank, 4 tanks in front of you, all proceeds are going to Ohio Fish Rescue, which is a really awesome organization that takes in monster fish that can no longer be kept in standard aquariums. The gentleman running it, his lovely, lovely lady, has undergone some unfortunate medical issues, and right now we're just trying to raise money to help support them, and give back to people who really give a lot to the community. So, the tanks, they're all very nice. We have some fish in them. Mine has a really nice show betta, so if you want a new betta with an amazing taste, go for it. All the proceeds, like I said, go to a really good organization and family.
And all of the winners are going to be announced at 4 o'clock. You got to be present.
And I'm the fish tank
So,
warden.
put your name on it, be
Yep.
here at 4 o'clock, and then the tank has to be out of here by 11
Yep.
tonight. So
That'll-
you have a couple
that'll be
hours to figure out how you want to
And then
transport things
you've got
around the
Haley.
water.
Thing right there,
Yeah,
Yep. Thank you.
find a YouTuber,
Fun.
make them help you.
So is anybody that's interested in setting up their first blackwater tank, and they're interested in leaf litter, we have a lot of stuff about it. I've done it. I'm not sending it home. It's all available online. Sterilized. You can do what you want to do. Send it home. You want to sterilize more. If you're interested in all this, let me know. You can pass it out of the bucket.
If you have questions about anything or costs, the YouTubers, they will answer your questions. They're all friendly, I promise. Don't buy anybody junk food.
I won't buy anybody.
All right, can you guys see me here real quick? And we'll go ahead and we're gonna go do a thorough walk through the show. So let's go ahead and we'll go ahead and get the walkthrough, and we'll go through all the shows here. So let's go. All right, first things first. I will go ahead and walk you guys through super cichlids real quick. And that's right from the camera. All right. So, yeah, I think it was just the mic. There's nothing I can do. So we got super cichlids. We've got a bunch of stones here. They do sell the Northfin food. So I actually like using Northfin along with Extreme as well. I like both of those. So definitely something, if you're here, check out the Northfin fish food. Walking through here, they've got a video of their store up on here. So walking through, they got like the barnacles. Sorry, excuse me. Some more driftwood up here. So, and then you got some of the flue balls, the tidal filters, some more stone here. And then some of my favorites here are the plushies with the plecos and frontosas, mermaids. So pretty interesting stuff here. You know, it's definitely something for the kids. All right, we're gonna walk to this tank over here now. And this is done by Jen Williams. This is it's a shrimp tank. They had a shrimp tank set up last night, so definitely something to check out as well. I'll probably be putting that out on a video, probably as well as some of the other folks. Walking through here, we're now at Batfish Aquatics. If you take a walk through here, some pretty cool looking fish here. They've got some splash tetras here, some Synodontis multipennus. We've got some Cyprochromis here, along with the green phantom pleco, yellow acara. Actually had some Godiads here as well that were pretty cool. I bought some of those. They got L397 tiger plecos, penguin tetras. Got the bunch of looks like some gobies and stuff there.
Wow. Okay.
Got a question for you. I know you're on the internet. At least your voice will be. What is a Nassau Permax group?
They are basically a Lake Tanganyika version of a geophagus.
Okay.
They live in really deep water. They're very, very hard to collect, and they're almost never seen in the hobby.
Okay.
But they are basically a sand sifter and a gill blanket predator.
Cool.
They will eat small fish, but mostly gill blankets.
Cool. So, all right. So we're gonna keep going. I just realized we got 20% on the phone, so I'm gonna go as quick as I can here. We do have the Eureka Reds here. This is a different vendor. He doesn't have his name out here. So let's take a look through here. Quite a few like peacocks, haps. I got some driftwood here as well. No, those mermaids were at Aquascaping. All right, so let's go ahead and take a quick walk through here. This is tangled up in cichlids. There's quite a few cool fish here. I've got some wild geophagus sveni, some Amphilophus lion's eye, some aquidins here, and then got some albino angelfish. Looks like some tetras of some sort. I'm not. Tetras here. Some Crypteros cutteri. There's a monster looking L90 pleco sitting in the back there. And then got some aquidens diadema. Some dwarf pikes as well. And then going through here, got L27. And then and then real quick here, we've got some Altum Angels as well sitting here as well. Those are pretty cool looking. So let's go ahead here and we're gonna walk through here.
One is out in the hallway and two are here inside. We greatly appreciate it. At 5 o'clock, the marketplace will be closed. And our rare fish portion of the day will be downstairs, and there will be a registration table for those of you who have yet to purchase your rare fish food card.
All right, we're gonna head through here. This is A&B Spartan Aquatics. So let's go ahead and take a walk through here. We've got all right, we've got some Bichers. Thank you, Scott, for the so thank you for the $10 super chat, Scott. Appreciate it. I've got some electric blue Jack Dempseys, electric blue Rams, Frontosa Burundi. There's a red devil in here, and some flower horns. A black ghost knife. Quite angelfish. They had viejas, but those were sold out. I've got some arowanas in here as well. Looking here. So, and there is a tiger eel that Haley should go home with. I've got some albino full platinum guppies here. The blue Zaire frontosas, Frontosa Zimbabwe, Frontosa Burundi. There's some red Bamba trophias, which I'm tempted to get. I don't know if I will. Bahaka puffers, Taiwan reef, and then some datnoids right here, and then that's pretty much it. There's a few other things in here: catfish, tiger shovel nose, etc. All right, let's go ahead now. We'll quickly here. I'm going to walk through the rest of the through the middle here. So we'll go through these smaller tables right here. So we've got a bunch of various cichlids here, mostly looks like male peacocks and haps. Cichlids are special, okay. I've got quite a few. Got quite quite a good selection of plants, driftwood here. Definitely pretty cool stuff as well. We're going to kind of walk through here.
Probably trading in for something else.
Kind of just taking a look here real quick at the raffle. Yeah, Sean, there was not seen any shell dwellers. So it's a 40 breeder, some Zoom Ed flakes. So, and then walking through here, this gentleman's got some live bears here. And then through, this was the tank they did for, this was the Petco tank. I'm kind of just walking through the rest of this real quick. So mostly the rest of this is going to be plants, artwork. Definitely there's some more shrimp and plants here as well. And then we'll go up and see Joseph's tank real quick. All right, so we're here with Joseph's tank right now. So we'll give you an up close look at it right now. So definitely pretty cool stuff. Those are the tetras, and the Episto is in the back. No, actually I have a gimbal, but it's
You know how the tank turns yellow on the big tank?
so. Actually, I have a gimbal. It just doesn't work with the Apple because of the mic. So I think we're going to go ahead. Let's go outside and then we'll go ahead and finish this up. Sorry, we're going to go out. There's Haley. Say hi, Haley. Hello, Haley. Sorry. All right, and we're going to take a look real quick here at the aquascaping tanks from last night. And we have somebody's wedding. So, walk through the tanks here. So, all right. All right, so we got the limo and the wedding out here. So I'm gonna flip the camera back around for just a moment. So I'd like to thank you guys for coming along with me to the big fish deal. Yeah, no, someone else is a different group, but there is a wedding here as well. So it's kind of what happens at these is you run into different things, different weddings and everything. So I believe James from Fish Room Fever and Chattanooga Ad are going to go live next. So definitely stay fishy, keep on breeding. Apologize for the audio, but we'll see you for a video tomorrow. And then we will talk again on Tuesday. So we'll talk to you guys later.